Hey guys, and welcome to number 37 of the Derby Current Live. In the start of this episode, we're going to play this game against Spurs because it's quite a big game. We are obviously just below them in the table. We are in 5th, they are in 4th. If we win the game, we move up to the top 4. So, pretty simple, and hopefully we can get the result that we want in the game. So here are the lineups for today's game. We have gone for our arrowhead formation. I'm not too sure what to call it. It's probably just a 4-5-1, but with no wingers. I think it's going to do quite nicely against this Tottenham team, and yeah, let's see what Tottenham got, because that's basically our regular lineup. So here's the Tottenham team. They've got Yedlin at right back, who is actually linked with us today, and Bolton to come on loan. So he might be a Derby County player by the time this video does go live. And yeah, it's a pretty strong team. Obviously Townsend, Chadley, Ericsson, and Soldado. Soldado's not the biggest of threat, but the three attacking midfielders, they're actually quite good. Oh, that's a good ball for Jurgensen to run onto. Can he get a good goal for us here? Yes, he can. That's his first goal for the club. It's very early on. Mings with a nice through ball for him, and then just ran onto it. Nice bit of control, and put it in the bottom right hand corner. A really nice goal against quite a tough goalkeeper as well, Hugo Lloris. Here we go, Thomas. That's a lovely ball from Sissoko. Can he get the second? Yes, he can. Great goal. And I'm not worried about Jurgensen going off injured there, because Wyman, he's a similar style of play. Like, he can hold up the ball, and with his height he can get the good headers off. So I think it's mainly the men just behind the striker that are doing the main stuff. Oh, Tottenham scored there. That was a good little chance there. I think it's Lamella. They've just passed it inside, and then I don't know how he really scored that, because he's left-footed, I think. So his first goal of the season. Last 10 minutes of the game, I think I'm going to put it on defensive just to make sure I get the 3 points, because we played quite well in this game. They want Tottenham to score now. Very dangerous ball. There, Silason's got his hands on it, and that's the full-time whistle there. A good 3 points against a very solid side, and I'm quite surprised with myself, because it was the first game of the episode, and it was in the rain, and we got the win, so that's really good to see. Arsenal and Liverpool drew, so that's obviously points both lost for them. City drew as well, so I think we could potentially be in the top 3. So yeah, contract accepted for Weiser. Fekir's been accepted, Bakker's been declined, and I think that's about it. So I'm not too sure if I really want this guy, but I'm just gonna seal up the deal anyway, and maybe we'll accept, because I'd rather have a winger than Bamford. Basically, I think he'd be more useful. So here's the decision we have to make. We've got this player, which costs us about 15k, and then there's obviously Daley Blind, which costs us the 4 million. I don't know, because we're so close to getting the total that we need. So I think I'm going to accept this deal for Fekir. I think it's too good not to accept. I think Fekir is a quality player, and for Yunus, I know Yunus has been really nice, and I think Fekir's a little bit better though. He's a lot stronger. He'll be a bit of a more powerful player, and especially now we've got Jurgensen with the injury prone trait. I think we need that extra striker, and Fekir can play that role very nicely, and for basically free. It's worth about 7.5 million, this deal, and I think that's a good price for Fekir, so I'm going to go accept that, because I don't want to go, oh, I should have accepted that. Now, with 30 grand of getting Daley Blind, we could be potentially selling a player pretty soon, so we'll see if that goes through or not. So let's have a look at Fekir. 76 rated he is at the moment. But you look at them stats, he is lower rated than Yunus, but he's a little bit more versatile. Let me just unselect it. There you go, striker, left wing, and cam, 4-star skills. I think Yunus only had 3, and you look at them physical stats, obviously 76 strength and 84 pace, and just really nice stats. It is a bit of a shame we are letting Yunus go, but I felt he wasn't really getting the goals that I needed him to get, and I think I'm going to put him into the first team lineup for Tom Ince. I'm not too sure though. What I would like to do is drop Ince, put Goretzka at centre mid, but I like Hughes too much. So I don't know, I think I'll leave him on the bench for now, and we'll work it out in the next game. Potentially we could be putting him at striker, because I don't think Wyman can really play that striker role that well. I think we're going to be mainly playing him at the cam position. So into the second leg of this semi-final, I'm not too sure if the goal advantage and stuff like that, obviously away goals and stuff, is affected. So we're going to go into the game, and it is away from home, so that could really be difficult for us. I'm going to be putting... I want to put Fekir at striker because I feel like he could do quite well there in this game. He is 5'8", which isn't the tallest, but he is very powerful. So I think I'm going to have to make a few changes to this lineup as well, which is a bit of a shame, but it is technically the cup, and if we don't go through, then that's what's meant to be. So here's the lineup for today's game. We've got Albin Tozer in defence for Arsenal. He seemed to be filling in that role quite nicely. I think Koscielny was in the last leg with him. Chesney in goal, Sanchez, Welbeck, Walcott, Wilshere, Arteta, Ramsey. A very, very strong team. Arteta, potentially he's like a 76 rated CDM, but apart from that, it's a very strong team. So here's our lineup. We've had to make a few changes because of fitness and stuff like that. So gone for half-minute striker, Fekir and Ince just behind him. Then Sissoko and Hughes, then Tolisso at the holding midfield role. Roma Ganoli coming into the defence. I was tempted to play Brignoli, but I think I'm going to go for Cillessen just for that better overall. I'm going to make my substitution now because I think Hoffman is just not really doing much in this game, so just going to take him off. I'm tempted to put Goretzka on at centre mid as well for Hughes because he's getting a bit low on fitness. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It's a good ball into the box. No, Danny Welbeck's got the goal. It's 5-5 now. That was really frustrating because it always seems to happen when you make substitutions and unpause it. They always seem to score from it, and it's really frustrating. So I'm going to have to get another goal in this game because I don't trust... well, we don't have any away goals basically, so we have to score. Whether it is on away goals or not, that's another factor. Come on, Brady. Ball into Fekir. Come on, son. Oh, no. I don't know if it's extra time or not, or we've been knocked out. It's one or the other. There is a chance we've been knocked out. I think we've been knocked out. Yeah. Well, that's well annoying because that first leg was so exciting, and then that second leg just... We didn't have that really good striker that we needed in the game because he was unfortunately injured. So that's a bit of a shame. We're going to have to look and see what has been accepted on the transfer front. But I think the semi-finals, that's a pretty good stretch in that cup. So we could bring in this guy, Mitchell Weiser, but I don't necessarily really need to. So I'm just going to wait on that front. What does that do? That takes away 10 grand wages. Now, if we are going to get Daily Blind, I think I'm just going to wait a few days and then we'll decide on that front. So Manchester United want 4.4 million. Now, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to afford him unless we can get someone sold. And I think on that note, we're going to end off the episode here because it's been quite a long one and not a lot happened, unfortunately. That's the only problem with this episode. We got the win in the first game, which is absolutely fantastic. Annoyingly got kicked out of the cup, but we did sign Fekir, who's, in my opinion, one of the best signings we've had so far in this career mode. I think Goretzka was a bargain, Sissoko, obviously Hughes is the only one that's sticked in the team, and who else is a Derby player? Ince, obviously, he's a Derby player, so I like to keep these players, and I could obviously put Fekir into the first team lineup, but I think for now we're just going to leave him on the bench. He's quite a good impact player, and I don't know, it's annoying that Jurgensen wasn't in that last game because I feel like his height could have really got us a goal. So really frustrating we couldn't get through to the final. That would have been really nice, but we are in the FA Cup still. Next game is against Chelsea. I think we've got the Europa League in the, not next episode, but the episode after that. We should have that. And yeah, I think these shorter length episodes are still quite long, to be fair, so it is a bit of a shame we're only like doing 2 games at a go, but during the window, it's quite difficult to get in more games. So if you did enjoy this episode, it'd be fantastic if you could smash over 25 likes, subscribe if you're on the channel, and see you soon. Bye.